For 25, it tells us that we have an oblique cylinder. So by Cavaliere's principle, we can use this height and the base, the area of the base, and we'll be good to go. They give us the slant height, but we will not use this. No, don't fall for that trap. That is not the height. The height must be perpendicular to the base. So for a cylinder, we will be using pi r squared times the height, where pi r squared is the area of the base or the circle, and times the height. So if they tell us that the radius is 6, we can just plug that in. 6 squared gives us 36 pi times the height. Not this one, not the height. This over here is 7. So it tells us that the height is 7. We can do 36 times 7 and get 252 pi inches cubed. For number 26, first we need to remember that this is a pyramid. Anything that comes to a point we will take a third of. So the volume will be 1/3 the area of the base, which is a square. The area of a square is 8 times 8. And then we'll multiply that by the height, which is 9. So if we do, I like to do the third at the end, just multiply everything together, then divide by 3. So 8 times 9, divide by 3, gives me 192. So 192 inches cubed. For the volume of a cone, it's going to be very similar to the cylinder, but we'll take a third of it. So the volume will be 1/3 pi r squared times the height. So the radius they give us is 6, so 6 times 6 is 36. So 1/3 pi times 36 times the height of 7. So if we do 36 times 7, divide by 3, we get 84 pi inches cubed. Moving on to the triangular pyramid. So in order to find the area of the base shape, I need to have, since it's a triangle, I need both legs of the right triangle. I do not have that. I don't have this length right here. And technically I could use the Pythagorean theorem to solve for it, but I'm just going to topple this little guy over and pretend like he's sitting on this back triangle. So he'll be sitting on this triangle back here. So that's the base. So if I have leg and leg, the area for that base is going to be 6 times 13, and then we'll divide by 2 because it's a triangle. So 6 times 13 divided by 2, 6 times 13 divided by 2 gives me 39. So I know that the area of that base shape is 39. I'll now multiply that by the height. If he's sitting on this back piece, then this has now become the height right here. So the height will be 5. So that brings me to 195. From there, I need to notice that this is a pyramid. All pyramids will have a third. You will multiply it by a third. So I will divide these by 3, and I will get 65 cubic inches. For this semicircle cone, I'm going to find the area or the volume of the whole cone, and then I will take half of it. So the volume of a cone is a third. It comes to a point, so we need to remember it's a third. Pi r squared times the height, and then after that we will need to take a half of that because we only have half, a semicircular cone. So if it tells me that the diameter is 12, then the radius is 6. If I plug in 6 right here, I get 1/3 pi times 36 times the height is 14. And then I can't forget to take half of it after. So what I will do now is 36 times 14. I'll divide that by 3, which gives me 168. So that takes care of all of this. That would be the whole cone, but I only have half of a cone. So I'll divide that by 2. And I get 84 pi inches cubed.